So it's been brought up to my attention, and by the way, thanks to those joining me live and to those joining me on archive, make sure you hit the like button, support the channel. If you're watching on archive, leave a comment, tell me what you think. The chat is open. And by the way, don't forget to hit that notifications button. That way you're notified every time DStyleBoxing comes on live. Also, every Thursday night, 11:30 p.m. Eastern Time, live Q&A. Mark it down on your calendar. Check it out. So it's been brought up to my attention that we have a good old-fashioned heel turn. You know? Now, for those that don't know what that is, that's when, you know, like in professional wrestling, when like a good guy turns into a bad guy to create heat. Now, the reason they mostly do that is because they're going nowhere as a good guy. So they have to go to the dark side, you know? And it's, or it's when the good guy is tired of being the good guy, and now he just wants to be the bad guy. And I acquired some footage of when this happened, all right? I did.
Mr. DiBiase.
That's Sean Yoon.
Tell him, big man.
Oh, he's about to tell us.
While I was sitting home at my modest house, Ted DiBiase called me, and he says, I want to talk to you about business. Can you fly to Florida?
To Taiwan.
I said, yes, I can, because I am about business.
He flew to Taiwan.
25,000 square foot home.
5 square foot.
I'm Hulk Hogan. There was that. Spit on it for me. Spit on it.
Oh, he just spit on the LDBC logo. Wow.
When I walked into this house, there wasn't one Harley Davidson in the garage.
There was no Harley Davidson.
3 Harley Davidsons. There wasn't one Mercedes.
No Mercedes. Wow.
5 Mercedes. A couple of Vipers. I walked around this big home and got dizzy.
Well, it's getting rough, guys. This video is hard to watch.
The point I was getting to is I was dizzy walking around this mansion, a 25,000 square foot mansion. Brother, every time I turned around, everything I showed you, you can have. You wanted a part in Arnold Schwarzenegger's new movie, Hollywood Hulk Hogan.
He's believing his promises.
And the bottom line is, brother, just to quote somebody, a stupid little man, whether you like it or whether you don't like it, it's the best thing going today. The NW.
Oh, wow. This was kind of, I think I acquired some other footage. Let me see if I can pull up this footage. Real footage, by the way. This is legitimate, right? Oh, here we go.
WCW.
The betrayal.
Excuse me. Excuse me. What in the world are you thinking?
Me, Gene, the first thing you need to do is to tell these people to shut up. If you
Tell these people to shut up. I'm going to block all of you. I'm going to create a whole group just for myself.
hear what I gotta say.
I have been with you for so many years. For you to join up with the likes of these 2 men.
Those 2 men are Sean Yoon, all right, and I don't know who's the other guy. Marble Mouth.
Absolutely makes me sick to my stomach. And I think that these people here and a lot of other people around the world have had just about enough of this man, and you want to put yourself in this group? You've got to be kidding me.
Well,
Yeah,
the first
you
thing
tell me,
you
Gene.
gotta realize, brother, is this right here is the future of wrestling.
You see, you hear what you guys say? This is the future of YouTube boxing. That's what he said.
Call this the new world order of wrestling, brother. These 2 men right right here came from a great big organization up north. And everybody was wondering who the third man was. Well, who knows more about that organization than me, brother?
I've been there, I've done that. You have made the wrong decision, in my opinion.
Well, let me tell you something. I made that organization a monster. I made...
Whoa, see? When he says the organization, well, we know what he's talking about. He's talking about the LWC. I'm just saying.
people rich up there. I made the people that ran that organization rich up there, brother. And when it all came to pass...
Rich with boxing information, by the way. Just in case you're wondering what he's saying, we know he's not talking about money, all right?
The name Hulk Hogan, the man Hulk Hogan, got bigger than the whole organization, brother. And then Billionaire Ted, amigo. He wanted to talk turkey.
Billionaire Ted is code word for Sean Yu.
Promise me movies, brother. Billionaire Ted promised me millions of dollars. And Billionaire Ted promised me world caliber matches. And as far as Billionaire Ted goes, Eric Bischoff and the whole WCW goes, I'm bored, brother. That's why these two guys here, the so-called outsiders, these are the men I want as my friends. They're the new blood of professional wrestling, brother. And not only are we going to take over the whole wrestling business with Hulk Hogan and the new blood, the monsters with me, we will destroy everything in our path, Mean Gene.
Look at all of this crap in this ring. This is what's in the future for you if you want to hang around the likes of this man Hall and this man Nash.
As far as I'm concerned, all of this crap in the ring represents these fans out here.
Wow.
For 2 years, brother. For 2 years.
Hey, it has been 2 years, hasn't it? I think it has, actually. I think it's been 2 years. Anyway, let's go.
I held my head high. I did everything for the charities. I did everything for the kids. And the reception I got when I came out here, you fans can stick it, brother.
It's unbelievable how for 2 years, brother, I did everything right. And the reception I got, you can stick it. All right, so anyway, there you go, guys. That's the footage. That's the footage. So, ain't that serious, bro? Like, it's only YouTube, man. Just don't get it. Yeah, stop laughing, man. All right. Oh, man. So anyway, what can I say, man? What can I say? He made a heel turn, all right? And he decided to align himself with the Sean Yuns of the world. Yeah, the Sean Yuns of the world. Got guys who thumbs up comments from guys like Hawker Mustang with racists like that. All right? Yes, with that guy. With Sean Yun, the guy who innovated the white murderous row and all that shit. All right? But he showed him the light. You know, he showed him the lights. And for 2 years, brother, for 2 years, with the reception he got was just kind of ironic because I think somehow at some point he just got tired. And there you go. But look, I really hope he gets what he wants. I mean, the last video I ever heard from him was he was talking about, you know, wishing that YouTube had, you know, groups that only certain people could have access to. You know, that's called a bubble. That's what that's called. That's called a safe space. That's actually what that's called, right? And a private group where only, quote unquote real fans to get together and nobody needs to bother anybody and he gets to do, then I hope that happens so he could just, do his own thing. But I don't know if he knows this. There's a thing called a website. You create your own website and you can control all the content in your website. Unfortunately, for a lot of people out here, YouTube is an open forum. That's what YouTube is. Now, what you can do is also, all right, for those that don't know, you can actually put your video unregistered, or not unregistered, unlisted, right? And you can share the link with only people that you want to have see that video, right? There are things you can do, and but anyway, this whole thing is completely unfortunate. It's double unfortunate given the fact what started this whole thing. That's what makes this whole thing unfortunate, right? Let's see here. What's up, Blood and DCB? What's up? Another surprising thing to me was his blatant refusal to engage in a conversation with anybody, right? And since blood is on the line, right, another line that was crossed was when, keep in mind, how could you be cool with somebody for years? Now, you could be cool with someone, and as soon as there's one disagreement, and let's say it was a venomous disagreement, right? All of a sudden, he went as far as to mock the way Blood says hi to people in the chat and just stuff like that, and that's called being a two-face. That's what that's called, right? If I got in a fallout with somebody, right? If I ever got in a fallout with someone, believe me, I wouldn't start talking shit about things that I obviously never had a problem with before, right? And I'll leave it at that. And there's just some other stuff, but we're not even gonna go there. He wants to bring Sean Yu into his chat. Go ahead. Bring Sean Yu into his chat. Go ahead. Now, I'm not going to mention his name, but if he wants to mention my name, he can go ahead, right? He can. Now, he's not going to like what happens after that. He's not, right? But I'm just saying. But in all honesty, this is not that serious. Like, let's give him all the benefit of the doubt. Let's say that there's a group of fans that are so biased and they do not like Joshua and are completely discrediting Joshua about everything and are giving praise to Wilder, and they're being complete hypocrites when they do so, right? Let's say that were true. Is that really a reason to throw the temper tantrums that he's throwing and constantly do videos nonstop? It is honestly unbelievable. And I use that word a lot and I overuse it, but this time I mean it. It's honestly unbelievable what's transpired in the last few weeks. It's at some point, I was waiting for the pivot at some point. Okay, for those that don't know what I mean, all right, look it up. I was looking for the pivot. I was waiting for the, I'm just playing. I was waiting for the, I'm just kidding, guys. I'm waiting for the, all right, it got out of hand, and let's not let it get out of hand, right? Another thing that I did notice was, and since he's on, right, I've been doing live videos for a long time. I've probably been doing live Google Hangouts longer than anybody else on here, right? And if I wasn't first, I'm definitely one of the first. So I know how Google Hangouts works, right? I do know that if I want someone to come on, I don't say it at the beginning of the Hangout, right? And just stay live for 10, 15 minutes, and then say I sent the link, but only say it at the beginning of the Hangout. Like, really, you expect that person to have been on the moment you started your video? That's ridiculous, right? Now, to me, all this, everything, this Hulk Hogan heel turn could have been completely avoided if he actually just engaged in conversation with people, all right, and didn't just put himself in a little bubble, all right? If he had actually engaged in conversation and listened to what people have to say, allow someone on the line to rebuttal immediately a claim he's making, and vice versa, all this could have easily been avoided. Ironically, this is the ironic part. I actually, I actually think Josh was going to win that fight. I actually do feel that Wilder fans are crazy for thinking he could beat Joshua. Now, that's my opinion, right? And I have, in fact, every time I do a video on Wilder, and every time, and it's not like I'm just Monday morning quarterbacking this. I will disagree with Wilder fans live on the air, okay? And I'll explain why. I don't get angry. I don't immediately block somebody, right? I don't throw little shots here and there. And yes, a quote unquote, a guy I used to listen to that said it's both sides, unquote, is, okay, exactly that. That's what that is. That's a shot. So look, man, it's unbelievable to me how this got this out of hand, right? Also, if you didn't really flag somebody, this is just advice, maybe it would help you if you don't like pull the Donald Trump and keep telling everybody over and over again how you didn't do it, right? When like nobody's asking you in your live hangout and you're just constantly saying over and over again, because it sounds like you're trying to convince yourself, right? I'm just going to say that. And that's that. And that's that. Now, this is surprising because I would go to your channel, right? And it's funny because the people that supported your channel, many of them are the same people that you've decided to just disassociate yourself with, right? Now, any grown person can. I'm not one of those people like that. I'm like, tells people what to do with the channel. That's not what this is, all right? But this is highly disappointing. This is the height of craziness right here, and that's that. Okay, I don't want to hear any sob story, right? But when somebody says something that I don't like, I confront them about it. That's what I do, right? I don't hold that grudge and hold it in and just find a reason one day to just, to just erupt. But that's exactly what happened here, okay? Because I quote, the reason this all started was because I was listening to a hangout and one of quote unquote them said that, like I said off the air, I told you guys about these UK guys or something like that, right? Instead of taking that on to the person that said that, instead of, I don't know, just asking for clarity, right? He decided to just hold his grudge. And look at where we're at. It's fucking sad. This is sad. This is absolutely sad. This is a sad state of affairs, right? That's what this is, right? Anyway, and now, of course, you got your situation. I mean, Dan the man was always cool. Like, it's funny to me that he's associating himself with a person that literally said, nobody gives a crap about what you talk about with all your historical videos. That's what that person said, right? Notice that. That's what that person said. But he wants to associate himself with that person, right? The guy from Taiwan. So anyway, we're gonna play this footage one more time. One more time. Let's see. Let's see if I can find the footage, guys. All right? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at?
What do we do now? I'll tell you what.
Join up with the likes of these two men absolutely makes me sick to my stomach. And I I think that these people here and a lot of other people around the world have had just about enough of this man, and you want to put yourself in this group? You've got to be kidding me.
Well, the first thing you got to realize, brother, is this right here is the future of wrestling. You can call this the new world order of wrestling, brother. These two men right here came from a great big organization up north, and everybody was wondering who the third man was. Well, who knows more about that organization than me, brother?
I've been there, I've done that. You have made the wrong decision, in my opinion.
Well, let me tell you something. I made that organization a monster. I made people rich up there. I made the people that ran that organization rich up there, brother. And when it all came to pass, the name Hulk Hogan, the man Hulk Hogan, got bigger than the whole organization, brother. And then billionaire Ted, amigo, he wanted to talk turkey with Hulk Hogan. Well, billionaire Ted promised me movies, brother. Billionaire Ted promised me millions of dollars. And billionaire Ted promised me world caliber matches. And as far as billionaire Ted goes, Eric Bischoff and the whole WCW goes, I'm bored, brother. That's why these two guys here, the so-called outsiders, these are the men.
The outsiders. You know, you think about it, there's a lot of accuracy to this comparison.
One is my friends. They're the new blood of professional wrestling, brother. And not only are we going to take over the whole wrestling business with Hulk Hogan and the new blood, the monsters with me, we will destroy everything in our path, Mean Gene.
Look at all of this crap in this ring. This is what's in the future for you if you want to hang around the likes of this man Hall and this man Nash.
As far as I'm concerned, all of this crap in the ring represents these fans out here. For 2 years, brother, for 2 years, I held my head high. I did everything for the charities. I did everything for the kids. And the reception I got when I came out here, you fans can stick it, brother.
Wow.
If it wasn't for Hulk Hogan, you people wouldn't be here. If it wasn't for Hulk Hogan, Eric Bischoff would be still selling meat from a truck in Minneapolis. And if it wasn't for Hulk Hogan, all these Johnny-come-latelys that you see out here, wrestling wouldn't be here. I was selling out the world, brother, while they were bumming gas to put in their car to get to high school. So the way it is now, brother, with Hulk Hogan and the New World Organization of Wrestling, brother, me and the new blood by my side, what you gonna do when the New World Organization runs wild on you? What you gonna do? What?
Oh man, this is for the last 2 years, brother. For the last 2 years, I did everything right, and the reception I got, you can stick it, right? So they're running around with the two outsiders with Sean Newton, you know, and I don't know who else. No, who's left? You know what's funny is that, and it's not like I didn't predict this. You know, I said as soon as Precise disappeared, I honestly felt like the void was going to be filled. The problem is that Sean Newton's too dumb to do it. Okay, like Sean Newton, he just doesn't quite click. You know, but not surprising. It wasn't surprising at all. When Precise disappeared, some channels have like done some similar stuff. Like, it's kind of weird how that's happened, right? It is kind of weird, but what are you going to do? What you going to do, brother? What you going to do? What's up, Mr. Doc? That was a promo, Mr. Doc. All right, for the last 2 years, brother, I did everything right. The reception I got, you can stick it. That's exactly, that was a heel turn, right? Look, if you want to do a heel turn, because look, I don't care what anybody says, Precise Presenter made a heel turn, right? Oh, yeah, he did. Oh, yeah. Once you understand wrestling psychology, you understand, honestly, what a lot of these people do, right? And Precise Presenter used to be like a cool dude. Like, believe it or not, he was. And then he realized one day, wait a minute, I can get a lot of followers doing this. And then he turned into what he turned into, right? And he did, in fact, get a lot of followers, right? So we really don't know who the real Precise Presenter is. We know he lived in a van, but that's all we really know, all right? But anyway, and that's what this is. Okay, this is exactly what this is, right? Not DStyle. DStyle has been the same. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I might make a heel turn one of these days. You never know, right? You never know. Boy, will that be the day, huh? It'll be like Hulk Hogan, like when he turned heel. You know, I'll make it cool though. I'll make it cool. I don't know. They're trying to look heelish too. Like you got like dudes like Thunderdome wearing like the black sunglasses, and you know, like fucking Sean Ewan is a fucking Brooklyn Brawler, bro. Hey, Sean Ewan's like the Brooklyn Brawler, bro. Like he never showers. Like he's anyway, he's a jobber. Like anyway, that's that. That is that. Bad Bart never saw Precise Presenter. You know, I had Precise fucking figured out, bro. I had Precise figured out since day one. I had the motherfucker. I'm still waiting for him to come back too. He's got to make a comeback. He's just waiting for the right time. You know, he's just waiting for the right time. He was taking so many L's. You know, it's not even funny. You know, but that is that. That is that. This is DStyleBoxing. All right. And I'm out of here, guys. Peace.